Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks, and this is the Tech Travel Geeks unboxing of the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I'll start by unboxing my one, but at the same time we're going to have our Chief Aperture Officer, Lukasz, who will be doing something very similar with his one. And as I open the packaging, I see that I've got Google Store Marketing. It says, Google Store, great to meet you. Please recycle. This is a bit of soft paper to essentially stop it from bouncing around in the packaging. And the Pixel 6 Pro.
Yeah, thanks Matteo. I'll be unboxing my Pixel 6 Pro in the cloudy white color. We're filming our parts at the exact same time, just on the other sides of the city. I'll add some shots of my phone from time to time. You'll recognize them by the Grogu in one of the corners.
There's also a leaflet here saying Pixel and Bose, the perfect pair. And that's because as part of the pre-order for the Google Pixel 6 Pro, you have the option to redeem a pair of Bose 700s wireless earphones with active noise cancellation, allegedly worth £349. So I'll be doing that, and we'll be doing a full review of those earphones here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. But for now, let's focus on the Google Pixel 6 Pro itself, which I got in this lovely yellow color, which I think they call sorta sunny. We'll look at it in a bit more detail, but this is the Google Pixel 6 Pro, which has just been delivered.
Fun fact, the sides of the box match the color you choose. So Matteo's was sorta sunny, my box is cloudy white on the sides.
And we see that it has some details on the back, too much small print. The good news is this is really easy to open, just like the cardboard box it came in. Just pull tabs, pull those two, and there we go. Box off, and here's my yellow Pixel 6 Pro. This is definitely different from other smartphones I've unboxed in my life. That is a stunning design, as in it really has stunned me in the face. And it's pretty blingy, so it has what looks like goldish sides and yellow buttons. I'm positively impressed. I think this will go down in certain markets and market segments very, very well.
I couldn't agree more. The design on the back is quite stunning. Mine is slightly off-white, with a single shade both at the top and at the bottom, rather than two on Matteo's device, and it has silver sides instead of gold, but I really like the look of it so far.
Let's have a look at what else is in the box though. So there's a cable here, and that's USB Type-C to USB Type-C. Now the Google Pixel 6 Pro supports 30-watt fast charging, so you'll need to have a fast charger and a compatible cable, such as this one, to be able to use that. Now, Google do not include one in the box. There is, however, a USB Type-C to a USB Type-A cable. You can plug in another smartphone to transfer your data over, such as an iPhone or other devices. And then we have some booklets of information that we'll be sure to read here at Tech Travel Geeks.
And there's also a well-hidden SIM card ejector tool, which will be helpful when we set the device up in the upcoming video.
So we've done that. Let's focus on the Google Pixel 6 Pro itself. It is a bit of a stunner. As I said, the gold is difficult to describe, but it is gold on the edges, around the camera visor or the camera bump, which is noticeable. It does stick out quite a lot. And I suppose that's what you'd expect for such a wonderful camera array as Google have put in it. Now, my understanding is that the main sensor on the Google Pixel 6 Pro here is in fact a 50 megapixel one. So that means that, I believe that's it there, a 50 megapixel sensor, which is a large one. It's 1/1.31 inches. So it's one of the biggest sensors on a smartphone that we've seen. There is also a 48 megapixel telephoto lens next to it, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide one. So that is a pretty impressive setup to get started with. we'll see how it performs in our full long-term review. Now let's have a look up front. There's no plastic screen protector on it, it's naked underneath the paper screen protector. This makes me a bit anxious. I don't want to smash this, so I will be shopping around on Amazon for a screen protector. And I already have some cases, which we'll be doing some videos of here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. But first things first impressions of the hardware are, this is bling bling gorgeous. It has a slightly darker section at the top, and technically this is called Sorta Sunny, or Kinda Sunshine, call it as you wish. It is yellow, with a little bit of a darker yellow verging on orange at the top. It's not salmon, so it's not like our friend Roland calls the iPhone 12 product red. This is more of a much subtler yellow, creamy orange at the top there. And it's highlighted by that blingy gold edge at the top. Okay, first impression is I don't really love it, but I got this because it's slightly different, and I'm sure it's something I can learn to love. The feel is good. It feels nice and solid, well built. This in many ways reminds me of some of the premium Huawei devices in terms of build quality, and maybe also some of the premium Samsung ones. It has a certain heft to it. Let's just briefly take a sneak peek at that screen. So the screen on this, as you can see, has a dotch. That's a whole notch at the top there for the selfie camera. The selfie camera in this case is an 11.1 megapixel one. So it's a decent sensor, but we need to see how it performs in our review. And another thing that stands out here on the screen is that AMOLED or OLED glow that comes from it. So as far as the screen's concerned, this is a 6.7 inch one with, in this case, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus on it. There's a bit of a haptic feedback as I've switched that on. What I'm going to do is switch this off, and we'll wrap up the unboxing video like this. And our Chief Aperture Officer, who's also unboxing his Google Pixel 6 Pro, will be adding some B-roll throughout this edit to let you look at what his coloured one is like as well, and also give you a bit more of a highlight of the features that we just talked about. But we'll be following up this video tomorrow with a full setup video, which will hopefully be just as entertaining and hopefully shed a bit more light on some of the key features of the Google Pixel 6 Pro, including that Tensor chipset that Google has been shouting out about. But for now, thank you for watching, and if you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube, and have that notification bell turned on to be notified of when that next Google Pixel 6 Pro video is released. For now, thanks for watching, and goodbye from me.